Hello, everyone. I hope you guys all had a good weekend. So, we're going to do a bit of a wrap. So, this can be an example as well. Sometimes I'm doing these example videos so you can see what's really going on and how to use these hours with the technical analysis. Now, at the Global Trader Club, as you know, we do technical analysis in a few different ways. You can use any style you want, but I like to combine them. Why? Because it double confirms. All right. So we've got a double confirmation plus we've got the Astro hours on our side. So that should make trading much easier than any other person. Now, if you're just trading, I don't know, whatever they've got out there, all right, demand, supply, support, resistance, I don't know, waves, anything, whatever you're trading, it'll work sometimes. I always say nothing works, and people are a little bit shocked, but it's the truth. Nothing works all the time. Okay. So we've got to bring technical analysis together. And if we bring it with the astrology, then it makes really good sense. Okay. So let's take a look at our setup. Now, the first thing you should know, obviously, you should be doing, obviously, is like when you come into the week, it's the Monday, right? So 26th of February is the Monday. The first thing you got to check out is your possible swing days of the week, because those days we're going to get some good moves in the market. So Monday, Tuesday, as you can see, Friday, we're going to get some good moves or we're going to get swings in the market. Euro dollar, Tuesday, Friday, Bitcoin, Wednesday, Friday/Saturday, and so on. Monday, Friday, Monday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and so on. So once you understand that we've got swing days we can work off with, then you got to take your technical analysis into account. So as you can see, this is from last week, right? That's your Monday, and this is from Friday. Now on Friday, you can see we made a nice move up on gold, right? This is gold, but it's the same thing for everything. Now think about it. You got a high. Okay, let's do this. All right, so we've got a high here, and we've got a low here, right? So we're working between these levels. Now, but remember, from your technical analysis, we like to go with the impulse wave, don't we? The market keeps pushing up. So we've got an upwards market, and we also have a breakout on PST. Now, once the PST breaks out, okay, because that was 57.26. Remember, 57.26 was 2044. Now, once 2044 broke out on Thursday, which is here, then on Friday, you're going to get a good move. Okay, because that's the breakout. Until it breaks out, there's only one thing you can do. If the direction of the impulse wave is up, we want to go up. So the only thing you can do is just buy the lows. Boom. Buy the lows. Boom. Buy the lows. Boom. Then you got a breakout, you buy the retracement again. Because this is all going sideways. Okay. Also, look, if you put a Fibonacci up there, you understand where you can go long. That's your 37.5. It's moved into the discount rate, and this is where the market took off. So this is already this is the bar where the action happened. Okay. This is the bar where the action happened. In fact, look what they've done. They've taken this bar here. Right? This is the bar they've taken. In fact, let me just make this a little thicker, eh? There. All right, so this is where the action happened, where the market took off. So it comes back here, dips down, takes out the stops, okay, and then the market pushes out. So the minute it pushes out, you just got to look after your Astro hours. Market comes back, you see it's going up. Even if you entered here, anywhere, just put a stop loss under the low or just under that bar there. Because if we're wrong and it goes the other way, you don't want to be in that trade anyway. But you're going with the direction. You're going with the impulse wave, which is coming from this big range that happened the week before on a Friday. So this happened on a Friday. Monday market sideways. What to do here? Well, there's not a lot you can do here. You could have sold at the tops, but it didn't get there. And the only way you can trade is this like direction in the impulse waves direction, like we learned in technical analysis. We're not doing anything new here. And then that's it there. And that's your 37.5. Market comes into the discount zone. That's an Astro hour. That is it. And then the market pushes up. And that's all you need to do. Wednesday, same thing. Market comes down, just go with it. Thursday, same thing. Market comes down, just go with it. Okay? Because this is your range. Remember, after an impulse wave, the market can make a few shapes. And what is it doing here? It's just doing sideways zigzags. And do you know it's going to make a sideways zigzag? No, you don't. But you got Astro hours, you got the levels. So once you got the levels and you got the Astro hours, then you say, okay, this is where I'm buying. It's a low. We're getting in. It's a low. We're getting in. All right. And then once the market breaks out, comes back down into the Astro zone. And this was really interesting trade actually on a Friday because it was nice and easy. It comes right back. Now, this is an impulse wave. Look what happens here. That's your impulse wave. Comes back into the 50 at Astro hours and just goes up. And then this is the New York opening. Go down to the 5-minute chart. I'll show you what happened there. This is your 5-minute chart. That is the Astro hour. Look at that. That's the Astro hour. And it got a bit scary. And that just went bang. Now you can get in here. Why? Because I said we're going to have a push. Remember what I wrote in the scenario Friday. If you read all the scenarios I wrote, you'll find that most of them are like spot on. 5 to 6 o'clock, and there should be a push to 8:50 to 9:15. A push into 8:50 to 9:15. 8:50 is 7:45. That's your 7:50 because the platform is 1 hour behind. And that's it. All right, 9:15 is 8:15 on the platform. That's your 8:15 right there. And then I said it will stabilize. So if you're just following the direction, what do we want to do? What are we learning in technical analysis when we're trading with Global Trader Club? Buy cheap. Buy cheap. You already know the direction because we entered the week. Let's turn this into a 15-minute chart. We entered the week with an impulse wave. And that's it. Impulse wave. Once we're in that impulse wave, you know the direction. All you got to do, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. Sometimes you can sell too. Sometimes I do. But if it's close to the tops, because you got a range, but if you want to keep it nice and simple, don't muck around in no man's land because this is no man's land. It's not a top. It's not a Fibonacci retracement where the price is at a discount. It's not a support resistance or a demand supply. It's nothing we've learned. So the first thing is your bias. Then you put your levels on the chart where you want to get in. You mark the lows and the highs. You want to trade off discount levels at the lows if you're going to buy. You're going to sell at premiums and highs if you want to sell. But the most important thing is get your direction. And that's always going to be in the impulse wave. If the market breaks, you're using your ATAM. Look at that. The market broke out on Thursday. Where did it come back down to? 58. That was 2038 on a good buy kiss. That is your 2038 on Friday, right there. 2038. As you can see, right there, the low that it did, 2039. What is it? Let me just check it out for you. 2039.10. So pretty spot on at an Astro hour. It does it at an Astro hour. Doesn't get any better. You are in right at the bottom of the day, and that's it. If you got too scared, go to the 5 minute chart, go to the 1 minute chart, wait for a reaction, and then go in. If you're using ATAM, if you're using your ADAM, wait for a blue bar or wait for a price action. That's your blue bar. That's your retracement. Get in, put your stop loss just under there, and push. You needed to cover the trade high of Asia, that's for sure. But you could have done that for sure with 1 to 2 even. So it's not hard. It's just a matter of bringing your technical analysis and your Astro hours together, and that's it. Don't just jump off the Astro hour into a trade. Let it come to a decent price. It normally does. And if it's not at a decent price, just say, I'm not going to trade this. I'm not getting in because the price is not where it should be or where I want it to be. And let it go. You are not stuck in front of a computer because you're only looking at the chart about half an hour, maybe 15, 20 minutes before the Astro hour. So you're just sitting and waiting. That 2038 was there already from the beginning of the day. So you could have just waited for that 2038 level, and that's it at an Astro hour. That's the kind of trade you want. A goodbye kiss, Astro hour. A target at an Astro hour. Weekly pivot, Astro hour. Volume, Astro hours. Once you get your bias right, I think it should all be all right. This is really, probability of making a winning is much higher because you got the hours on your side, you got the price on your side, and you're not rushing. You're just waiting for the hour and just checking if the price is right. So that's how you got to bring it together with everything. With gold, SP 500, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, doesn't matter what you're trading. You can take a look at all of them, enter the best one. Not all of them will give you a good setup, but you check them all out. If you don't like what you see at the gold, then go for the euro dollar. If you don't like what you see at euro dollar, go for the indices, SP 500, Dow, NASDAQ. They move differently. And Dow Jones had a really nice curve when we had the Astro hours on Friday. Same with NASDAQ. It was like really good. If you take a look, let's take a look at Dow Jones, NASDAQ. This is NASDAQ. There you go. Your Astro hours right there, 4 o'clock. That's just beautiful trading. Dips down, and I talked about this in the video as well on Friday. I said, guys, if we come back down here into this zone down here, why? Because that's where the goodbye kiss was. Let's tighten this up a little bit. That's the channel. Market breaks the channel, comes back for a goodbye kiss. It didn't touch the channel. It doesn't matter. Why, you may ask? Because that's 12:15 Friday Astro hours, 11:25, 10:25 was, oh look, 10:25 was up there. Well, that was a nice sell-off from there. 10:25 was at that bar. So this wasn't an Astro hour. Let's see where the Astro hour was here in the New York session. From 4 o'clock to 4:25, which is 3 to 3:25 on the platform. 3 o'clock, well, that's your 3 o'clock there. And this is your 3:25 happening there. 3:15, 3:30 there. 5 to 6 my time, 4 to 5 on the platform. That's your 4 o'clock right there. It's done the fill-in. It's done the retracement. Here we are, just above the opening price, and that's it. The market takes off. Okay. So what can I say? Same with Dow Jones. If you look in there, that's the takeoff right from the opening afterwards. And if you see, they all come to targets. These were targets, and that's where the target is. So you know where to get out. Here as well, we had that 64 level. That was a target there. Breaks out 18,329. 18,329. Was it on the 18,582? There was 18,3 odd. Maybe I got that on the 1 hourly. Okay, but 18,329. If you watch the video, you probably see where I got that from as well. Okay, but worst case scenario, even if you don't have a target, let's say we couldn't have a target. We've got the hour. We know where we're pushing to. So once we take off, you see the market pushing off, just put your stop loss up and just wait for the market to get to that hour. If you want, if you see more than 1 to 3, 1 to 4 profit, you want to take profit, go ahead. Or just keep pushing your stops up as the market keeps pushing up. And that's if you don't have a target, which more often than not, we always have a good target on a retracement to get in, on a price to get in, because the PST works like magic. And that's that. Right, I hope that helps somewhat. But you can see, trading with the hours can really be a piece of cake. If you get your technical, if you know technical analysis and money management, trading with Astro hours is just a piece of cake. It's just, you're not stuck in front of the computer. You're not waiting for all kinds of setups. You're just waiting for the hours, making sense of the price, and then getting in.